If you thought West Coast win over Port Adelaide was impressive, considering it was 9:30 their body clock, I am recording this preview on a Monday after work. It's very rare for me to do this. I've done this for Thursday night games last year, but I was hoping to have this recorded on a Tuesday, but I am pretty busy this week, so I'm recording this preview on a Monday night. If I can't get to it now, I can't get to it at all. So just getting this out of the way now, early in the week. I will have the team selections final word video for this preview, this clash against Brisbane. So technically, this is a part one of our round four preview against Brisbane. Thursday night at the Gabatoir, 7:30 p.m. start, Victoria time, my time, our time, everyone's time. But it is going to be a tough clash. We are 2-1. Brisbane are 1-2. They got their first win of the season against St Kilda. Hey, St Kilda beating friends. But Brisbane, to be fair, they find a way to win these sort of games. It was 50-50 at half time. Bit of a shit contest against St Kilda. To be fair, both teams came out firing after half time. They had to. But Brisbane, they ran away with it. I did say to mates during the game that they would run away with it in the final quarter. And they did. 33-point win in their own right. We also won by 33 points at Marvel Stadium. Hey, Marvel Stadium, 33-point friends. Winning. Hey, look at us. I mean, Brisbane are the reigning defending undisputed premiers, and we're just Collingwood. We are the underdogs. It's probably 55-45 Brisbane in terms of favouritism of winning this game. 60-40 if you include it being at the Gabatoir. But again, we have beaten Brisbane twice at the Gabba the last two times. And Brisbane have beaten us the last two times as well at the MCG. They knocked us out of the prelim. Also going to make mention of the VFL. We are taking on Coburg Friday at 1:05 p.m. Barry Plant Park in Coburg. It's round three of the VFL, Collingwood's second game of the VFL season. Coburg has former Collingwood players Jaden Stevenson and Jack Bytel, so pay for them, you stay for Collingwood. So I'll be at the VFL. I'm not flying up to Brisbane, obviously, but I'll go to the VFL. My planning for this week, team selections, final word video recorded and uploaded on a Wednesday night. The round four review up on Friday morning, and then the VFL report, finally, a standalone report, will be up on Saturday morning. Again, I'm recording this on a Monday night, so this video won't be as structured. There's no injury list to report on just yet. It's typically updated on Tuesdays. I'll include that in the team selections final word video. But what we do know, Scott Pendlebury and Darcy Moore are going to miss this clash against Brisbane. At least two changes. You'd expect Ed Allen to come in for Pendlebury, and hopefully Ed Allen is playing in the midfield, not just on the wing, but playing in the midfield alongside Nick Dacos. Oscar Steen in the ruck, headouts to advantage, and maybe Bo McCreary is running through the midfield. It's an opportunity to develop our midfield group. We're still pretty low in terms of clearances, but Brisbane, they are the standard. They are the elite in terms of their midfield group. It runs deep as well, and they are head and shoulders the best team in terms of clearances and just overall midfield work in the competition. That's why they're the back-to-back premiers right now. So we've got our work cut out for us. Again, there's no injury list, but I am going to include for the first time this year the compare the pair for team stats. It's not a ranking, but just our overall averages. The stats that stand out for me is Brisbane plus 14.7 in clearances, 44 to 29.3. So yeah, Brisbane averaged 44 clearances a game. That's bullshit. It's unfair. They were plus 22 in clearances against Sydney, and they lost by 44 points in that game. So Brisbane, their midfield, it runs deep, so we have to try and match Brisbane in terms of clearances. They dominate contested possessions. They have evolved Brisbane. That's why they're back-to-back premiers. But typically, they dominate clearances and contested possessions. If you match them or if you beat them in those areas, you can win the game. Points for Brisbane average over 90 points a game. We average just over 80 points a game. Thankfully, we kicked 87 points against the Giants. We still can't crack 90, but we have cracked 11 goals a game, thankfully. Now we need to score a bigger total, 100 plus to be exact. But we are defending well. We are averaging 71 points against Brisbane, nearly 100, without Harris Andrews for that matter. So it's a big opportunity for Collingwood to exploit Brisbane there. Technically, we've both got more turnovers than intercepts, but Brisbane stands out a little bit more. For us, we're typically good with intercepting more than our turnovers, so we need to flip that around. Brisbane also 9.5% better heading inside 50 compared to us. We're still under 50%, but it improved against the Giants. And I kind of want to clear this up as well because I felt like I contradicted myself. I did say our injuries inside 50 improved, but it can still improve. Like they were much more direct, much better, but there's still a lot to be desired there. Still a few goals left out. We can be scoring a little bit more based on our entries inside 50. So just a little nitpick, but we are improving in that area, thankfully, and also the clearances for that matter. And goal efficiency, both just under 25%, needs to improve above 25%, in between 25-30% range. But Brisbane being 1 and 2, I wouldn't look too far into that. Even if they lose this game, it'd be 1 and 3, but they're Brisbane. They'll bounce back. They've been in this position before. For us, 2 and 1, a chance to go 3 and 1 and get out of that wildcard purgatory right now. We've been in 7th to 10th spot for 3 weeks in a row, and or win or lose, we are going to get out of this wild card spot. We lose, we're out of the top 10, I reckon. We win, we're in the top 6. So it's all to watch this space. If it's a draw, then it's going to be a long season. I will not say anything about the wild card round. But just in regards to Brisbane and how they fared against St Kilda, what I noticed without Harris Andrews is they like to defend the corridor. They forced St Kilda wide for their entries inside 50, and St Kilda failing to execute and convert their set shots and just being inaccurate for the game. It cost them the game, and they ran out of legs in the final quarter, and Brisbane made them pay because of it. Not to mention as well, Brisbane can beat teams a million different ways. It can be off offensive 50, center clearances, stoppage clearances heading inside 50, space inside 50, whether it's their key forwards kicking goals for fun or Charlie Cameron, Kyle Lohman, Cam Rayner, Zach Bailey, the Ashcroft brothers, you name it. They can all destroy you. Lockie Neal can destroy you. Josh Dunkley can destroy you. Everybody at Brisbane can just they can take the game away from you. It can take just one player, and they've got a bunch of these players that can be absolute game changers, match winners, and we've got our work cut out for us. The recent history, it's interesting doing these sort of stats because this is the fourth time I've had to cover a preview of facing Brisbane. So it's a little bit different this time around. Overall, head to head, Brisbane lead 25-19. No draws. I'm just saying, there's been no draws between Collingwood and Brisbane. Brisbane do lead the overall head to head at the Gabba 15-12, but we have won the last 2 games at the Gabba against Brisbane. Collingwood, and this is an interesting stat I found for both teams. Collingwood is 3 wins, 3 losses in games played without Darcy Moore and Scott Pendlebury. We did beat North Melbourne last year without Darcy Moore and Scott Pendlebury, but 5 other occasions occurred in 2020, 1 time, and 4 times in 2021. So 3 wins, 3 losses. And Brisbane, this is probably a more damning stat for them. They're 1 win, 8 losses without Harris Andrews and Darcy Gardner in the same side. But they did beat Gold Coast in 2024 without those 2. So that's the last time they've played without those 2. Not to mention as well, Brisbane will be without Jack Payne, so 3 of their best defenders out. So this is a big opportunity for us to exploit Brisbane. And the last time we played Brisbane, we lost by 29 points in the prelim final. They're twats, but they are that damn good. Jared Berry was probably Brisbane's best midfielder or their best player against St Kilda, so I don't think someone like Berry would tag Nick Dacos. I think Dunkley could tag Nick Dacos, but who do we tag against Brisbane? Does Perryman play midfield? Does he tag someone? Or does he stay down back? I'm not too sure. We've got a lot to figure out. It's going to be interesting as well, the ruck battles. Brisbane has Draper and Ford. We've got Cameron and Steen. So it's going to be interesting. Who's going to stand out? Who's going to stick out like a sore thumb? It's going to be very interesting, the ruck battle, 2-on-2. But the keys to victory for me in this game, the first key to victory for us, without Harris Andrews, Darcy Gardner, and Jack Payne, and lesser extent Noah Answorth, overall injury list for Brisbane for that matter, expose their defence. So we've got to be direct yet again inside 50, create space up forward. It's a big opportunity for someone like Jamie Elliott to be kicking goals again, and not just 1 or 2 goals. I'm talking 3+ goals for this game. Brisbane's injury list is unreal. Harris Andrews suspended, Jack Payne, Darcy Gardner, Answorth. Connor McKenna will be a test. Hugh McCluggage, Dan Annable, Will McLaughlin, Eric Hipwood, Henry Smith. So, and Ben Murphy as well hasn't played a game for Brisbane. So 11 Brisbane players out with injury. We've just got the 4, possibly 5 with Harvey Harrison, but that's a watch this space. Second key to victory against Brisbane, we have to match Brisbane for clearances. I don't expect us to win the midfield battle. I mean, Brisbane's midfield is just unreal. Lockie Neal, Josh Dunkley, the Ashcroft brothers, Jared Berry, Jasper Fletcher, Zach Bailey can go in there. It's unreal. The depth they've got in the midfield is just, it's bullshit. We've got Nick Dacos, DeGoey, hopefully Josh Dacos, side bottom, Crisp, McCreary. I mean, we've got depth, but we don't have a core group that can dominate games in the midfield or take it to Brisbane. So for us, and it was evident in the prelim final in the third quarter, Our work around the stoppages needs to improve. We can't be flat-footed. We can't allow someone like Will Ashcroft to kick a goal or two and do the championship belt taunt. Otherwise, we are screwed. The third key to victory is for us. Let's have a fast start. It's not going to win us the game straight away unless we are up by 5+ goals. But 13 of the last 14 games played against Brisbane at the Gabba, we have led at quarter time. So, interesting stat. I'm mentioning these stats, and it's probably going to be jinxed, so you can thank me for that. And the final key to victory for me, and I was kind of struggling for this one, but it does make sense. We got to cut off Brisbane's avenues to goal. It worked so well last year against Brisbane. It was so good just watching the behind the goals vision, just our defensive setup and making them pay on turnovers. Hopefully, we can see something similar to that against Brisbane at the Gabba. Yeah, it's not an 8-point game, but for Brisbane, they lose this game, they'll bounce back anyway. But 2-2 for Brisbane, they'll get a foothold on their season. For us, is it a similar start to last year, or are we going to be one step forward, one step back, one step forward, one step back? Big opportunity for us to get into the top six, entrench ourselves in the top six, make a name for ourselves, get our footing right. We need to take some scalps. We need to prove to the competition, the media, the world, that we're not just making up the numbers in September or the wildcard round, or we're not falling off a cliff. Big opportunity for us. Go up to Brisbane, claim a scalp, come back down, go to gather round, claim another scalp, come back home, celebrate. But I guess I'll wrap this video up. My selection speculations would be Ed Allen for Pendlebury, and who replaces Darcy Moore? I think we will go smaller. Will Parker will be the safe option. I have mentioned Joel Cochran, but I have seen the comments. I don't think people are not looking forward to him, but just the confidence in Joel Cochran. I have explained my reasons why for Joel Cochran to come in. It's more so to free up others, guys like Frampton, Jeremy Howe, Maynard, Quaynor. Free these guys up. I don't want to see Quaynor or Maynard playing on a tall or being exploited for height. But that's all for this video. A shorter preview video compared to others. I'm trimming them down, thankfully. Team selections final word video will be probably around 10 minutes yet again. But what are your thoughts on the game against Brisbane? Is it too early for this preview? Or I don't expect it to get a lot of traction, but it is what it is. What are your thoughts? Leave your comments down below. Expectations, predictions, goals, whatever. Leave your comments down below. Give the video a like. Share it. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Instagram as well. Just whatever. Do whatever you want. I'll leave you guys all to it. I hope you guys have a good week. Please be well. Please be safe. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday for the team selections final word video. Up the pies.